My name is Ben Ash. I'm going to be responding to Gianna on the debate whether the United States should be intervening militarily in the ongoing Ukrainian-Russian conflict. I'm taking the side of, in this rebuttal as well, of that we should use military force to intervene. But I'm here to offer that different perspective that the United States should consider using that military force. So first, let's address the economic concerns that she mentioned. War is expensive. That is true. The United States has a significant national debt, as was mentioned, but history teaches us that the cost of inaction is far higher. The appeasement policies of the 1930s come immediately to mind. That led to a far more devastating and costly result, the Second World War. The current situation presents not just a humanitarian crisis, but a threat to global stability and therefore the economy and order. The cost of a controlled strategic intervention will pale in comparison to what could result as a larger global order breakdown, dealing with more widespread conflict later on. The potential for nuclear war is always mentioned. I will admit that it's valid, but it should not paralyze decision making. I mean, what kind of state doesn't address challenges head on or are scared of relatively empty threats? Nuclear deterrence has worked for decades, but Russia's intent is to annex and control Ukraine. Putin is strategic. He doesn't want to destroy it. He understands the global consequences of using nuclear weapons, even on a tactical scale. So the risk might be non-negligible, but it's overstated. Also, the argument that the United States involvement could lead to direct confrontation with Russia and by extension NATO, Russia going against NATO as well, is a reality we must prepare for, not shy away from. That's the whole point of the military alliance. It's to safeguard freedom and security of its members, as well as the world order through political military means, right? If we back down with this responsibility, what does the integrity of NATO mean? We risk emboldening authoritarian regimes worldwide. Economically, the United States has faced and overcome greater challenges. The economic strain of a conflict must be balanced against the cost of allowing a belligerent nation to forcefully and violently reshape international borders and norms by force. On the point of environmental destruction and human costs, which he made, there are already occurring. The actions in Ukraine have led to significant civilian casualties, infrastructural damage, as well as the ongoing famine in Africa because they depend on Ukrainian grain, which Putin has on and off blockaded. U.S. intervention, ideally, supposedly in a multilateral format, could help bring the conflict to a quicker conclusion, saving lives, preventing further destruction, and the instability that's generated across the world. So, in conclusion, while the risks of the United States military involvement are real, the risks of inaction are there too. The United States as a global leader should continue to commit to uphold international law and human rights. We have a moral obligation to consider all the options, including military ones, to bring an end to the conflict, this illegal occupation, and to restore peace and order. Thank you.